Hey guys, with another Storytime reaction story time. And today, Brody animation. Brody? The Dragon Ball? Brody, I don't know. I can sometimes, it's the same name. That's such a... Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. But yeah.
Brody.
Based! I got my glasses on. First video, this one.
You ever give your friends like a visit from the tickle monster? Because it's been a while.
What?
What? What? You don't do that?
Okay. We gotta do a little intro. Okay.
I'm
joined with my wow, I don't Hey guys, today I'm gonna be talking about some silly stories with the evil one. Take it away.
I have a lot of stuff to say about this idiot.
You look like me but a little ugly.
Bro, he's got my face, but I wear it better.
You look like me, but like someone took a picture of me with an Android and then upscaled it. And it just looked a little off.
Why are you like this?
Growing up, me and Brock always got gifts where like our relatives would be like, this is for both of you. And we both hated it. I distinctly remember one Christmas, we get gifts from our parents. They're big gifts. And it's to Brock and Brody. And we're like, oh, well, whatever. And there's one big one and one small one. Brock's like, I want to unwrap the big one. I was like, whatever, dude. I'm the better brother. I'm nicer. I'm better looking. I'll let him unwrap the bigger present. We both unwrap them at the same time. And Brock unwraps the Xbox. And I unwrap the Kinect. And Brock was like, well, the Xbox is mine. And I was like, no, that is not, dude. And like, what am I gonna do with the Kinect? like
I really wanted this one Nerf gun, and it was called a Rhino Fire. It was like a turret. And my birthday comes around, and I see this huge present, and I was like, it's gotta be it. But the thing is, it's labeled Brody. So like, I open my gift. I can't even remember what it is because I didn't give a f. It wasn't mine. It was clearly Brody's gift. And I watched as Brody opened the Rhino Fire, and I lost my mind. Like, I was not okay with that, dude. Like, I was like, are you serious?
There's some bugs here.
Me and Brock, we played hockey, started at 5 years old, stopped playing like when we were like 15. We were always very competitive with each other. Like, there was one time we were having a scrimmage at practice, and it was me versus you, and I just knew within my heart, like, I had to put Brock in his place, dog. I've never tried harder for anything in my life. I don't even remember the game. It's just a haze to me now.
I don't know what happened. You said to take a
monster. By, like, one goal, and then I just like, passed out on the ice. Like,
his brother
came over,
take a monster.
Like, are you okay? And I was like,
Brody, I don't know. Sorry, I forgot. Just forgot.
Like, hurt people. Brody was that guy. Like, somebody hit our goalie and Brody just like punched him in the face.
Yeah, it's in the wrong. I mean, it's in right. Is that right?
Remember when you were obsessed with the Cotton Eye Joe song for like years? Like anytime there was a silence, Brock just filled it with Cotton Eye Joe.
At first it was ironic, and then eventually it got to the point where like I couldn't not do it. There's a bunch of things that I learned at work that I carry into my normal life. I work in a kitchen, right? So when we go around a corner, we're usually carrying something. So you always say corner when you're going around a corner, and I do that at school all the time. The other thing that we do is when we walk behind somebody, we say behind you, and I do that in my daily life all the time. The normal people that do not work in a kitchen do not like that. When you're behind them and you're just like behind you. It's like it's so weird. This video is sponsored by World of Tanks. Can I just get back to the
yeah, let me get back to it.
Really appreciate it if you download this game. So, me and my girlfriend, we're going on a road trip. I'm getting a little tired, so we pull over. I let her drive, and we turn around, and I'm just, like, checking my phone. As we're coming up on this bridge, I see the bump that I'd hit earlier, and it's, like, it's pretty significant. I'm like, she sees that. She's gonna slow down. It'll be fine. I keep looking at my phone. We're not slowing down.
Nah.
And by the time I look up,
it's
Come on.
just too late.
The-
Like
the impact.
by the time that I'm like, maybe you should, and then badunk. I was like, holy,
Okay.
we gotta take her easy. Like, and I look beside me, and my hubcap is flying down the highway beside
yeah.
me, and I was like, oh my god, my hubcap! And I had to run out of the car into the ditch to grab my hubcap, and it was still rolling when I got out of the car. It came right to me.
Oh, that's,
You know when you're a kid and you have
I
access to
do.
money
I do
at
what
all?
you. That's.
Dude, I got $50 for my birthday.
I understand. I
Actually,
understand
I
that.
got
That thing's
50
double
bucks,
rolling.
and I was like,
When
Mom,
you're trying to get
Dad,
it's like
I want it.
it's like a little animal. Like you're trying to get it. Kind of trying to get that down. That like it's a random animal. You're trying to catch it. It's literally the exact same thing, but it's a wheel. That's
A chihuahua.
And
That's
the
accurate.
reason you thought that I remember is because like they're a small dog.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
they can't cost that much.
it's just this little thing, dude. It's like
just a
big
little
man.
guy.
You want to talk about your
Sure.
diploma exam?
Yeah. All right, we can talk
Yeah,
about that.
so in your senior year, you take a final exam, and it's a very, very important exam where we.
Yeah.
I decided to start off by giving my boy a coffee.
When I walked into the classroom, I just sat down, set my coffee down.
Okay.
Our test started. I was feeling good. I'm typing away.
Okay.
I reach over, like around my computer, grab my dictionary. I
All
pull
right.
my dictionary towards me.
All right.
And my
Oh,
whole
you
coffee
coffee.
slides off the desk, and smashes onto the floor. I had not taken a
that's sad.
single sip of that venti Americano.
Nice, take a
All
sip of
20
that-
ounces
that
of
coffee.
that coffee is all over the floor.
sad.
This girl
That's
that's
such
sitting
a
beside me, it's like
sad-
she had like lift her shoe up, and she like looks at me, and she's like, "Ugh."
My coffee, my
I was
bad.
like, well, I don't know what to do. Like the instructor, she's like, it's okay, I'll handle that. And I was like, should I grab something to like clean it up? And she's like, no, we got this. And then they have to like
Okay.
move some of us,
Okay.
shuffle the desk around to get at the coffee, and they bring in a mop bucket, and the janitor
Yeah.
and the instructor are there cleaning up my mess
Right beside
while I'm
you.
typing my essay. And I'm like, I could literally not get out of here faster. And
Yeah.
I was the first person to leave the room.
Okay.
When I went back,
Like embarrassed?
my next final, my English teacher sees me and she's like, "Oh, I see you brought a Gatorade today. Maybe keep the lid on, eh?" I want to talk about
that's
your
true.
snarls that you do, but I know
Yeah,
you won't.
you
I
wanna
know you
talk
won't
about
put it in the
Yeah.
video.
Well, go for it. Go for it, little buddy. All right, you're spitting. Whatever.
Okay, well, I don't know what it is about you, buddy, but for some reason, there's always something in your throat, and Brody always has to freaking clear his throat, and it's so loud and it's so aggressive. It's like, it's like it
Alright,
sounds like
alright,
it sounds like a
okay.
walker, bro.
Like the other day, I was just like walking with Brock, and I was like, "Hey, do you need chapstick?" And you were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "That sucks."
Dude, that was terrible. I just worked an 8-hour shift and my lips were so chapped, and he's like, "You need chapstick?" I was like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah.
You never realize your
Yeah,
lips are
I
chapped
need
until
chapstick.
someone asks you, and then just leave them hanging.
That reminds
Okay.
me of at work yesterday. My coworker Levi, even when we're busy, honestly, like he just like starts kicking at people. And now it's a thing in our kitchen. It's contagious, and it's another one of those things that I do at work that I've carried over to my daily life. And I started
Okay.
doing it to one of my friends at school today, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "That's just a warning."
You did the Brody, which is just I just like to lie to people and then fully commit to it, and then just like be like, "Nah, I'm just kidding."
But like you do that to me so much that when the queen died, Brody bursts
Queen
into my
died.
room and goes,
The queen died."
queen is dead!" And in the most dramatic voice ever. And I
Okay.
still find it funny to this day.
That's funny. The queen said, yeah. I mean, that. Oh, that actually remind me of something.
Chris ran into my room and started shaking me and said, Lyle, wake up! You gotta wake up, please!
Lyle, turn on the TV! They hit the Pentagon! They hit the Pentagon!
I can't get up there.
I don't know what was that. It was they hit the Pentagon, that type of thing. I don't know, but I think that was it. I think this is in there. That was okay.
And I like Google it and I was like, that's like the first time you've ever
Yeah,
told me the truth about a celebrity. Like,
Do you mind? Stop hitting me.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay. I approve this message and I like this video. This is 29 million views. It's good.
In this video, we're going to be talking about our sibling stories.
I'm sorry,
here
I
with
forgot.
BrodyAnimates.
This is your
Is
video?
this your
I forgot
channel?
that this is your
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
Is this your channel,
Okay.
bud?
Well, you guys don't seem competent enough to start the video, okay?
Competent? You said
Alright, well, I'll do it. I'll do it. Everyone.
It's a word,
Come on,
bro.
Sid.
So we all have siblings. I think we can all we
just
all
so
agree
crazy.
that we're on the same page here, right?
Oh, sorry, my dog. My dog. Sorry.
The one time we finally get
I'm
somewhere
trying
and
so
just
hard,
start.
man.
I just sprayed him. I've got a spray bottle.
All right, so
Okay,
we all have
cool,
siblings.
Hammy.
Here. I have a twin brother. His name is Brock, and I have an older
Oh,
sister.
remember-
She's older
remember
by
Brock?
2 years.
You guys?
Her name's Jade. But Bryson, you have like
We should
how many
watch it.
siblings do you have?
We just
Okay,
watch it.
so there's Brittany, Brody, Braden, Bryson, and Brenner.
I need like a
Dude.
number.
5.
Five.
I'm number 3. My brother's name is Justin, and my dad literally all the time goes, "Hey, Nathan."
See, the thing is, as a twin, when I look at Brock, I don't see me, you know? But
Okay.
then I met other twins, and I was like, oh yeah, this is impossible.
Right, but like you have my brother who is 4 inches taller than me. He's got a black beard, long black hair, and he's 6'2", and I'm like 5'10". I have brown hair and no beard, and my dad's like, John Nathan? Like every time he ever talks to me. When my brother asked who I was talking to, and I was like, oh, I'm talking to Brody. It was like the first time he heard your name, he just started laughing because he thinks it's a really weird name.
Damn it, man, come on.
I'm not even joking, too. Like, that's how he was like, Brody, what kind of name is that?
I hate my name. I do not like the name Bryson. It's a weird name.
Okay,
Here's
the-
a green guy.
Yo,
Yes, brother.
Bo, shut up. Hey!
We're
Bo?
never finishing this video.
Yo, use your spray bottle, quick!
I did. Sorry, my bad.
Use it!
Brenner's kind of a violent child. Brenner's gonna be watching this movie.
But why use the spray bottle? Spray bottle. How dare you,
Basically,
Hammy?
I was in my room, minding my own business,
Okay.
folding my laundry, and I had just finished. So I got stacks of all these neat clothes. Brenner comes in unprovoked and kicks all of the stacks
Okay.
all over the room, like against the walls, like into my face, just ruins them. And then he's like, all right, my work's done. And then he leaves. Just like 30 minutes of my time just ruined. And I was like, I'm feeling anger right
Okay.
now. And so like I tell
True.
my family this.
Sure.
My
Yeah.
whole family is like, oh, Brenner's hitting you, like Brenner's doing this stuff to you. Hit him back. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. We were all upstairs watching a movie.
Yeah, just hit him back. Come on, just if you hit you back, you hit him back. How's that?
And Brenner's pushing my buttons like always. And I'm like, Brenner, if you keep going, like I'm gonna punch you, like everyone's been telling me to. And he's like, no, you won't. And I'm like, try me. And so Brenner like pushes me again. And so like I lunge for him, and like he didn't expect that because I don't normally do that.
I think
he tried to kill me with a screwdriver once, and I didn't react. Anyway, so,
He tried. He tried to kill me with a screwdriver. Okay, thank you, Hammy. About your brother trying sort of kind of assault, more than that, but trying to hurt you. Really? Sure, screwdriver. Imagine he said he tried to stab the screwdriver in my eye. That's even worse.
He tried to kill me one time. And anyway, so he kicked over my laundry.
That reminds me of the time that like
And
Brock
then-
just like held me down again.
Awesome.
Weapon.
So he kicked over my laundry, and he tried to kill me one time. And anyway, so he kicked over my laundry.
That
Like
reminds me of
what?
the time that like
I
Brock
mean-
just like held me down at gunpoint.
Yeah.
That was pretty. What?
Yeah, dude, my brother, he pulled out a knife on me once because like I wouldn't give him the TV remote. It was crazy. Anyway,
I'm
turn
actually
on the Xbox.
missing 3 fingers from.
And so one time, he pulled a weapon on me. It was like a long thing. I don't know what it is, like a machine gun. But whatever. What? Like okay.
From duels.
and so Brenner does it again, and then I'm like, all right. And so like I go for him, like wrestle him in front of the whole family, and
Okay.
they're all like, woo, like that.
Okay.
Dude, oh my gosh. Dude.
Anyway,
Yay.
I pin him to
Fighting.
the ground to let him know it's real. I say, here it comes.
I think just wrestle.
I punch him. Brittany and Kyle love to bring that up all the time. Here it comes. Like they make fun of me all the time for doing it. Like just hit him, dude. Don't say here it comes.
That's true. Kind of like, well, okay, Hammy is like innocent, right? He's not like a violent person or anything, at all. He's like, here it comes. But like I mean, who's the boss, right? You're the boss because they're like stronger and stuff, whatever. So, and then he's innocent. He's very innocent. And so much way.
Like he didn't notice. Brock has like gone full force on me many times. I'm a pretty lighthearted person. I don't take much seriously, so I tend to retaliate in just funny ways. I don't remember what it was for. Brock did something annoying, and I got really mad. So instead of here it comes, I decided
here it comes.
You know how I'm gonna get him back? I'm gonna fart on his pillow.
Nice.
Oh my god.
And he got pink eye.
He did.
He got pink eye.
Wait, what?
Nice.
Yo,
I'm really embarrassed.
Yo, wait a minute.
I would like to preface like me farting on Brock's pillow. I was maybe 7 at the time.
Okay.
This was not recent.
Okay, well, I wanted to
Recent.
say
Whatever it was
something
recent.
because, like,
That's funny.
I only have very little things written down for what I wanted to tell you guys.
Oh, you didn't draw.
One of
That's
them is that Justice has farted like
I guess
like
base.
farted in my face like
I'm gonna say
at
base.
least 7 times in my life, and like almost all of them I've been asleep.
Maybe I think I should do that if I get into a fight. Here we go. Here it comes.
Almost all of them I've been asleep for.
Okay.
Like recently too. Like the dude comes in, we never talk to each other. By
That's
the
funny.
way,
I
rips
think if I
cheeks
actually
right in front
think
of
of
me
it, I think that's
and
gonna be
just
funny.
walks away.
Well, actually, I might do that.
Pink eye,
Not really.
but I get pissed
Maybe.
off.
That'd be funny.
Yo, dude!
All these stories are from like a long time ago, except this one. This happened last night.
Wait,
Braden's-
what?
Shut up.
Dish it out, bro. Dish it out. I hope he farted.
No. So basically,
Okay.
Braden's in the
I was
shower,
farting.
and I go in there with the Nerf gun, and I wait.
Oh.
I wait.
Let the man be naked in peace, Bryson.
Run it back, bro. Come on.
Basically, my brother is naked, and I mean, my brother's in the
my
shower.
Okay.
Let the man be naked in peace, Bryson.
Okay.
Run it back, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Basically, my brother is naked, and I mean, my brother's in the
my
shower. Basically, Braden's in the shower. I go in with the Nerf gun. I stand there for several minutes waiting for him to finish, and then he opens the curtains and I shoot him. It was great.
One time, Brock
Okay, cool.
microwaved a
That's
burger
funny.
from Five Guys.
That's
and,
nice. That's nice.
He didn't take the wrapper off, and
Oh my god.
Foil.
they're tinfoil.
Tinfoil.
So of course it's set on
Oh,
fire.
Hammy
Oh my
works at
God.
Five Guys.
Yeah, well,
The restaurant.
I had to like
Cool.
put it out because Brock just didn't know what to do. He was just trying to
I didn't know you have a job. No.
eat a
I didn't know
burger.
Hammy.
Five Guys.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he still ate it, but I mean,
What? He ate the burger after it was on
Is it
fire.
burnt?
burnt to like around the edges, but the
It's
man
not.
wanted
Oh,
it,
it's not
so,
every that
Oh
serious burn.
my
Okay, well,
gosh.
at least Brock
Okay.
did it like on accident. Brody and Braden will just put tinfoil in the microwave. They just set stuff on fire, okay? They're chaotic.
They sound way more fun than you.
Okay, man.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
If they-
mister.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh. Here it comes.
My brother
Here we
Brody,
go.
not this Brody, the
Yeah,
other
okay.
guy.
Yes.
Derp.
Nope, me and Brody are not brothers. People in the comments are always like, I
we're
can't
not?
believe
Brody-
they're brothers. I'm like, we're not.
Here we go.
We're talking to right now is your brother.
No.
Yeah.
Right, that's crazy. Yeah, they're brothers, guys.
I just want to mention how funny it is that people think that like me and Bryson are like brothers, and that like his mom just like produces Storytime animators.
Yo, that's so true. I thought they were gonna say that you guys think you're brothers, and they're like you're 6'1", 15-year-old like brown-haired dude, and he's like 5'8", 20 years old and has blonde hair.
I mean, I wouldn't put it so blunt.
6 no. She's like an alpha and a beta, and he's sort of insane. Okay.
But
Well, I mean, sorry.
We were at a park, me and Brody were, and there's like this zip line there. Brody's like, all right, I'll push you. I hit the end. I'm like, all right, this time push me really fast. And he's like, okay. And then he pushes me really fast. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this time push me really hard. And he's like, as hard as I can? And I'm like, no, not as hard as you can. He's like, all right, as hard as I can. I'm like, no.
No,
And
hard as
he
I can.
Sprints, pushes me as hard as he can. It hits the end. I swing up. I fall off the freaking zip line and just land flat on my back. A year later, we're in the same place. I'm like, Brody, remember last time?
Needs to
Don't
do it.
again. He's like, all right. And so he pushes me, and then I'm like, okay, you can go a little harder. He's like, as hard as I can. And I'm like, no. And he's like, as hard as I can.
He
And
just
so he pushes me as hard as he can. My head slams against like the wire and like screws up there, and I'm like bleeding out of my head on the ground. And
Okay.
Yup.
Yo, yeah, let's go. Next year, let's go.
is that
Next
what
year.
you
Oh,
look
heck
like
yeah.
that?
Is that what you look like?
Next year.
After he hit my head for like a month or two after, I swear my grammar and spelling was worse. I would stutter
Bro.
sometimes, and I would blame.
What
I'd
the-
blame.
Like, because it choked your brain. It's kind of okay, I don't know, but I do know that you hit so much in the ground. They're like he's like, okay, I get that, right? Like, no, I never, but I do know what you're talking. I do, right? I do know what you're talking about. Your head kind of lose knowledge because your brain just kind of go crazy, right? And kind of lower your IQ or not lower IQ, like kind of hurt. Like it doesn't hurt your brain, but kind of I guess you need resting more to able to get that to be fine.
It on Brody. I got brain
What,
damage.
dude? Oh,
Yeah.
your brother literally, me as in your brother, literally gave you brain damage.
Yup.
Wow, my story
I
sucked
guess,
compared to that
yes.
one. I was gonna talk about the
Yeah,
time.
dude, like literally, I farted on Brock's pillow, and Bryson's like,
Yeah,
he,
I
gave
got
me
brain damage.
and I couldn't, like, sleep properly.
Thanks for watching this video.
Okay, that is fun. That
All
was
right, I'll give it a whirl.
okay. Okay.
To let him know it's real, I say, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Yeah,
They-
Mister.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh. Here it goes.
My
Well, before we get started,
Last
I have to
one.
let you know, I'm a terrible host. I'm really mean. I've been known
You're
to
mean?
bite. I got
Okay.
in trouble for that too. Nathan and Bryson aren't talking to me.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Guys, talk about here it comes.
I think I can.
All right,
I got health insurance.
thank you for joining me here, Andy. Today we're going to be talking about injuries. If
Yay.
I'm not wrong,
Not
you've
yay.
been hurt before.
That is correct. I have felt pain in my
Wow.
in my days.
Medical marvel. I get
Felt
injured a lot
pain.
out of just ignorance.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
pain
I
is.
was going camping with my
Okay.
brother and my dad. We
Not
brought
really,
a
but
rescue
like
dog with us,
Go
Maple,
take
and
it.
like she's like a huge,
Oh.
muscular dog. We just
Okay.
want to tire her out, so we put her on like a giant 100-foot rope and just threw a frisbee for her. I didn't realize, but I threw the frisbee, looked down, and the rope is wrapped around my foot. And then right as I like
Okay.
let go of the frisbee, I'm like, I should move my foot. But
Move.
it was just too late. Like she took off so
Okay.
fast. It tightened around my foot instantly, and then it shredded all the skin in
Okay.
a circle around my ankle.
Okay.
My dad was one of those dads where he just kind of lets things go. He's
Okay.
like, we'll put some athletic wrap on that, and then I just
Heck yeah.
slept out in the wilderness with my shredded foot.
Okay.
For 4 years, I just had like a ring around my ankle.
Oh, so that was like that is deep. That was
yeah,
a deep.
it took everything with it, dude.
All right.
Way back in high school, I was just biking around with a buddy. We got up to this top of the hill, and at the bottom there's like a little construction going on. It's like piles
Yeah.
of dirt. He like goes down the
Oh,
hill, hits a pile
okay.
of dirt, ramps off of it, but doesn't get in the air. And he's like, "Come on, Andy, you do it." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to do it."
No.
And he's like pressuring me. He's like, "Come on, it'll be fun." And I'm like, "Fine, I'll do it." I don't know why, but I started to really like lean into going down the hill, like I was
Okay.
pedaling with the gravity.
You make
At
it
the
like
last second, he's like,
dangerous.
slow down, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then I hit the
Yeah.
pile of dirt, but it was a different parallel pile of dirt. It was
Okay.
one larger and two
Wow.
way softer packed. So my
Okay.
bike just sinks into it while I'm going like
my God.
30 miles an hour. I fly like 20 feet, like everything's in slow motion.
Wow.
I'm like, oh no, I should have done this. And then I hit the ground and like slide another 5 feet on my face. And then the friction slows me down. That was like the worst injury because you could see it all over my face. Like I looked like Two-Face. I would like, it's like all like, but it didn't hurt. Comes over to me, he's like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, actually.
No,
and then
it's just
I
a
went
dirt
to
on your
school the
face,
next couple
but,
of days and people were like, what
injuries.
You should see the other guy.
Yeah.
Pile of dirt.
He's fine.
I mean, I'm injury prone, but my brother's got a couple less brain cells than I do. I love him, but he just thinks a whole lot less. I was sitting in class, must have been like 4th or 5th grade. The teacher tells me like, Brody, you got to go in the hallway. Your brother's asking for it. And I was like, oh my God, like what's happening? So I step out in the hallway and Brock's holding a tissue over his finger. And he's like, I have to go home. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I have to go home. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, what? This genius had been holding a pair of kitty scissors made to be safe, but they didn't make him Brock proof, apparently. He's so bored in class, he's gonna saw a pencil in half lengthwise, holding it in his hand. Wow. The scissor slipped and just went like half an inch into his thumb. He had to get 6 stitches.
1, never let him inside of a wood workshop. 2, get this man into an arm wrestling competition. Ta-da. That's incredible strength. That's crazy. I've had a similar hand injury when I was in elementary school.
You said
I don't know what I was doing. But for some reason, I like stabbed a pencil into my hand. But I went to the nurse's office and they're like, what happened? And it's like this pencil-shaped hole. I'm like, a paper cut. I was very ashamed and like I don't know. It's like a hole. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like paper can't do that. Not that I got hurt with this one, but it was like another time in elementary school. I peed my pants. It wasn't great. Not proud of that.
Right out the gate.
Just
and
yelling.
Then, like the teacher's like, okay, go to the nurse's office. The nurse calls my dad. My dad brings over some new pants. He's like trying to be thoughtful. Like, Andy, do you want to go home for the day? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. I do. So I go home and I'm like, watch cartoons for the day. And my 1.5 brain cells conjures an idea. If I pee my pants,
oh my
God,
I can go home whenever I want. I found it.
You're a genius.
I deliberately just pee my pants. Like,
oh my God, genius, stupid genius, but. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. It's like, okay. It's like a great way to be able to go home. Like, this actually works. No way. I mean,
story time happens.
Logic as finest.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Go to the next class again. My dad brings another pair of pants, and I'm like, "We're going home." He's like, "No, you go back to class."
Yeah, that was. The dummy, no duh. That was just one time. I mean, he's such small, right? He's just young, right? He doesn't know much.
So I learned, and thank God, because
who knows how many more incidents would have occurred. It was gym class, right? And they're doing that testing that they do, the provincial or state requirements, right? Me and one of my buddies, he runs around the football field. He gets a really good time. He passes the test. For some reason, even though I am like the worst runner in the world, I was like, I'm gonna beat him. I run harder and faster than I ever have in my whole life. And I beat him by like 3 seconds. So I look at him, and then I just throw up everywhere.
Sure, yeah.
Like I just look at him and I go,
comedically timed throw up.
Yeah, that's it. They're not an exerciser guy, because you drove up, right?
That is very yeah, I didn't have a lot of physical altercations when I was a kid. 2 sisters. We just kind of were passive aggressive.
Which childhood would you
I almost beat you.
That's a great question.
Okay.
Do you want emotional or physical damage?
I preferred 0 damage, but I guess that's
physical
not
damage. I'm kidding.
When you're a kid, you have like a rivalry, right? But then as you get older, you're like, okay, actually, I can be friends with this person because they're.
That's true.
Literally me.
That's where my sisters and I are now.
That's
Still
true.
like trapping you in a
That's
box.
That was a long
Back
time ago.
then, we hate each other. Right
was
now,
last
we're
year?
cool.
That was a year. Actually,
Because
that was
that's
an hour
mature.
ago.
I'm
That's
in the box filming
I guess
right now.
growing.
Please help me.
Okay.
This one was like when I was a kid. But we went to Mall of America, and there was like some roller coaster in Mall of America. I can't remember which one it was, but like I was really pushing the line when it comes to how tall you're allowed to be. They let us on, and I'm like, well, this is crazy. Like this is going way too fast to be safe at all. I'm not having a good time. It takes this like pinpoint turn, and I smack my head on the side
Okay.
of the cart, and
Okay.
then as it's like turning the corner, they have those like the camera things that show like take a picture of you.
Oh my
And so it's like,
God, no
oh, bam. And like,
So bam.
and I'm so upset at this point. And my dad's like, isn't that funny? Like, how comedic? And I'm seething. I'm like, Father, how could you like abandon me in my time of need? Which now looking back, it is hilarious.
It's
He's
funny.
Totally,
It's funny. Yes.
I quickly told this story in like a video once, but I don't even remember what video. I've never seen my videos. I have no idea which one this is from. It was
Never
at
seen your
one of those,
videos.
like, quick setup carnivals, and like I've
And I think
learned to
so-
never go.
I
on
watch my
those
videos.
rides ever.
That's my videos.
Because they just plopped them
You
off
don't
the
watch
truck
your
and they're, like,
videos.
rattling
Okay.
and loose.
Yeah,
That's true.
And you have
Accurate.
like questionable like employees as
Okay.
well. And my sister and my cousin went on one. It was just like a ring. You get in, you're locked in, and then it just goes and goes in circles. And it went for like 10 minutes. The guy was just like laughing and like,
10
like
minutes.
he wouldn't stop the ride. And
Oh my god. We were like out of
Okay.
town for like a hockey tournament or something, and we're
10
staying in
minutes?
this hotel. We were hanging out.
That's
in the
a
pool.
lot
My sister's
for
like, "You just wanna, like, race
a
to the end?"
ride,
My competitive
isn't it?
nature that I had in the football field
yeah.
came back to me, and I was like, for absolutely no reason at
Absolute
all,
power.
I have to
It's
try my
ass.
absolute hardest to win. Halfway through the race, like I'm booking it, but my sister's older than me. I was like, well, how do I like slow her down? So I start like pushing her under the water,
Okay.
and I was like on her back, and then she was like gasping for air. She was
Okay.
like, "Blah, blah," and I was like, wow, I'm winning. And then like I get to the end, she's completely out of breath, and she's like, why did you do that? And I was like, I won.
under construction.
You
A friend was
did
over for a sleepover.
How did you do that?
There's,
Hold
like, this
on.
half wall.
I got. You had to ride you because
Staircase, and there's,
you
like,
know
this
I
shard
can't.
of metal. I don't know
I'm
why.
not-
There's a shard of metal in this wall. It should only be nails.
Yeah,
He
that-
drags
that-
his arm
that's-
across his forearm, and it gashes him like about an
Oh.
inch. And it's totally open. Missed all veins, so he's not bleeding, but you could like see down.
Oh my God.
This is gross. Little content warning. You could like look in and see the fat cell.
I'm not making someone to me. I mean, yeah, I know. That's like it's a full fresh.
Of like his body.
Oh,
Oh god, I hate that.
okay.
I'm freaking out. I'm like,
Oh my God.
because I've never seen gore in such like raw detail. I'm screaming. I'm like, oh, Dad, we gotta go to the hospital. He's gonna die. And
No.
then he's fine. He's like, oh, yeah, it stings, but I'm okay. And then like,
Just-
no, we do go to the hospital. He gets stitched up. It's totally fine.
It's just okay.
Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a
Oh, wait, okay, the last one is something. Oh, he did. Well, he does animate. Oh, he does. Stupid. Me. I'm not stupid, but like team background. So it's not only just you. You work with the people still help. Okay. Okay. I mean, he is an animator. Okay. Here it comes. That was funny.
I say, here it comes.
That was Brody Animations, and I will keep doing this. I will keep watching every single one of the Storytime channels. I will. Alright, goodbye.